Jenna, I just went to pick Miley up. When I got to the kindergarten, the teacher told me about the open day they're having soon. Did you hear about it?
Yes, I did hear about it. The school sent us a flyer about it. What about it, though? Is it canceled or something?
No, it's not. There's only one open day per school term, so I really think you should go to it. You missed the last one, didn't you? I want you to go this time as well. You can't miss it this term. The teacher told me that parental support and participation is really important, you know.
I have plans on that day, so I really can't make it, actually. Can you please go instead of me? I would go if I could, trust me. But I can't. It doesn't really make a difference if I go or not, does it? Besides, you take care of Miley and spend more time with her than I do, so she'll probably be happier if you went instead of me anyway. She loves her grandma.
Oh, don't do this again. You're Miley's mother. You should at least show some interest in your own child. Don't you feel so sorry for her?
I understand what you're saying, but this isn't something I can just call off. I have plans that were made a few weeks ago, way before I knew about the open day. Like I said before, I definitely would go to it if I didn't already have plans.
That doesn't mean you can push all your parental responsibilities on me like that. It's because of things like this why Miley probably doesn't even know you're her mother. I've been the only one looking after her pretty much since she was born. You only act like a mother when Andre's there. That's not enough, you know.
Well, he doesn't seem to have a problem with it. He knows how busy I've been, so he's been really understanding. If he doesn't have a problem with it, then why do you?
That's not true. I'm sure Andre notices it, and I'm sure he's not happy with it either. Just because I'm living with you two doesn't mean you can take advantage of me like that. The least you could do is take care of your own child. Why do you think you can just leave me to raise her? You made the decision to have her, so she's your responsibility, not mine.
I think you're the perfect example of the right person being in the right place. I'm no good at raising children, and you raised Andre so well. So maybe you can do that with Miley too? I figured that since you're so much better at raising children than I am, it would be better for Miley's sake too. You love Miley, don't you?
Yes, I love her. But I have my limits. You go out as soon as Andre leaves the house for work, and you stay out all night until he gets home. And God only knows what you're doing out there when I'm the only one looking after Miley. At this point, you won't even know who her real mother is. I might as well adopt her.
What is with you today? You usually tell me off a bit and then move on, but you're really lecturing me today and being persistent. I have to go and I don't want to keep my friends waiting any longer.
Lecturing you? I'm trying to give you advice on how to be a good mother and you call it a lecture. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say?
I'm sorry, but I don't have time for this. If you have something you need to say, can you make it quick? I have things to do, and my friends have been waiting for almost 15 minutes now.
Okay, fine. Do you remember when I fell sick and was admitted to the hospital?
Yeah, I remember. I had to cancel my plans with my friends last minute, and I was really upset about it, so yeah, I do remember that.
Yes, and that was 2 weeks ago. I was in the hospital for the whole day, which meant that you had to take care of your daughter. And the doctor told me that I have a chronic illness.
A chronic illness? What? Does that mean it's, like, super bad?
That's terrible! Will everything be okay? I hope it's not anything too serious.
Is it?
No, it's not a serious illness, but it's an illness that I'll have to deal with going forward. It seems that my health might fluctuate and I'll have to be making more frequent trips to the hospital. Which means that it will be difficult for me to look after Miley all by myself. The doctor said I shouldn't do too much physical work as well.
Wow, I didn't know that. Sorry to hear. I'm glad that it's not anything serious, though. I don't know what we'd do without you.
That's why I'd like it if you could start taking care of Miley as you should, even if it's a little bit at a time. I'd be able to help you a bit, too. So, can we try to work together in taking care of her while I'm still not too old to do that? Since I'm not supposed to do that much physical work, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to teach you how to take care of your child, too.
Well, I understand your situation. But as you know, I'm a very busy person, so I wouldn't even have time to be at home for that anyways.
What are you trying to say here?
Well, your illness is your problem. You being sick has nothing to do with me, so why should I have to look after her in your place? That's not fair. You're the one who lives with us, remember? We're letting you live at our house that Andre and I built. We're letting you stay here out of the kindness of our hearts. If it weren't for us, you wouldn't have anywhere to live. So you need to do the bare minimum for us. What, did you think you could get out of doing work just because you're sick? There's no way.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I want to help you as much as I can. I'm just saying that it's going to become very difficult for me to do so. The fact that I'm getting older, plus my illness, is going to hold me back a lot.
Miley's already 4. She's able to listen to what you say, right? So even if you can't move much, she'll still be able to do stuff if you tell her to. No problem with that, right? You can't just automatically say that you won't be able to do things if you don't try. Stop telling yourself that you can't do it, because you've been taking care of her this whole time. You old people always love making dumb assumptions like that, huh? It's so annoying. If it's not a serious illness, then it should be fine. Stop making a huge deal about it. I think you should keep doing things like you have always been, and then you can find out if it's too much to handle. You've seemed fine these past 2 weeks anyway.
Listen to me. Don't treat me like I'm your housekeeper. I am your mother-in-law. I do admit, yes, I'm quite grateful that you're allowing me to stay with you. But I'm not taking care of Miley because I have to. She is my grandchild and I love her, and want her to feel loved and cared for. You're not providing her with that, so I volunteered to look after her. I don't think you should talk to me like that. You're lucky I'm here to take care of her, because you wouldn't have anyone else. I actually think something's wrong with you, because you're her actual mother and you don't do the things that a mother is supposed to do.
Oh, here we go again. You expect the mother to be the one to take care of the child? That's such an old school way of thinking, Brenda. Society's changed since you were younger, you know. This isn't the 60s anymore. That kind of mindset is disrespectful towards women. You're being sexist.
You're twisting the situation around. That's not what I'm trying to say. Anyways, the fact remains that I won't be able to do as much as I was able to before. That's why I need you to step up and take responsibility for your own child. You need to start working a lot more so you can learn how to take care of her. I'll just let you know from now. If you continue to say such selfish things, I have an idea or two about how to deal with you. And I hope you don't think Andre doesn't have an opinion about this, too. He's not going to turn a blind eye to your selfishness forever, you know.
For goodness sake. Fine. All I need to do is take care of Miley, right? How hard can it be? I can't start right away, though, so I'll try starting tomorrow. Are you happy now?
I'd really appreciate that. I don't want to have to resort to doing anything other than have someone I know take care of her either. Like I said before, I'll try to help you as much as I can. Let's work on this together tomorrow, okay? I know you can do it if you really try.
Uh-huh.
Jenna, do you have a second? I'm sure we spoke about us working together and taking care of Miley, didn't we? That was a few days ago, but not a single thing has changed. Even today, you left her with me while you went out to see your friends. Just what is the meaning of this? I thought you said you'd help me.
Well, the situation's different now. Something changed my outlook on things.
What do you mean by that? What did you realize?
I realized that I don't have to listen to a single thing you say. I decided that everything was fine the way it was before, so I don't have to change anything.
Why did you decide that? I'm sure Andre was upset with what you've been doing too. I don't want it to have to come to this. But do you know what you've caused now?
Yeah, well, Andre told me that it was fine. You're the one who's in the wrong here, so it's only natural that I wouldn't help you with raising that child. He told me that when he gets back from work, he'll have that conversation with you. So I think you should brace yourself. It's probably not going to be pretty.
How am I in the wrong? What did you tell him? You must have made up some crazy story for him to stick to your side.
I wouldn't do anything like that. I only told him the truth. I just told him that you've been mistreating me. I was trying to look after Miley, but you kept complaining and criticizing me and bossing me around, so I didn't feel comfortable around you anymore. See? I only told him nothing but the truth.
How could you? I've never done any of those things to you. I knew you would make something up like that. I can't believe that Andre would actually believe it either.
Of course he believes me. I'm his wife. If he didn't believe me, then we wouldn't be in this situation now, would we? It's a bit sad that your own son doesn't even trust you. Anyways, I also mentioned to him that I don't think I'd be able to live with you anymore. He might tell you to leave after he speaks to you.
Is that right? Well, I've about had enough of this. You can do whatever you like. I'll gladly leave this house, just like you want me to. I don't have any problems with that.
Really? Is that all you've got? You're not going to try and put up a fight or anything? You're welcome to try and win Andre over with some excuses, like you've always done.
No, I have no need for that. This is actually perfect. I'm sick of putting up with you, and I haven't been able to focus on my health at all. I'll gladly take this opportunity to finally relax and focus on myself and my recovery. At least I won't be stressed out anymore.
You seem quite nonchalant about this. You seem at ease, despite the fact that you won't have anywhere to live. But I guess that's not my problem, is it? Looking after Miley was your job, after all. If you can't look after her, then you're useless. If you're not able to do that anymore, then leaving is your only choice.
That's right. I'm looking forward to that conversation with Andre myself. If I leave, then I assume you both will need to make some preparations. I also want to make sure to say goodbye.
That's all fine and everything, but don't say anything weird to him, okay? If you're actually going to leave, then I prefer it if you left quietly. I don't want him to go back on this decision, after all.
Don't worry about that. I have no intention of convincing him to let me stay. I wouldn't want to stay there anymore anyways. I'd be happy to get out of your hair.
That's good to hear. I wasn't trying to go through that stress either. I wasn't expecting you to be so okay with it, to be honest. Oh well, that's better for me anyways.
By the way, you do realize that once I leave, you're going to be the one to take care of Miley, since I won't be there anymore, right? You've been slacking off as a parent these past 4 years, so I hope you're ready to finally be responsible for once. So I hope you know what you're doing.
I knew you were going to go on another rant about that. You don't have to tell me, because I'm already going to look after her. Why don't you stop worrying about other people and worry about yourself? Besides, I don't need you to teach me anything. I can learn everything I need to know online. There's millions of videos on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok about raising children. I'll be fine. I don't need you to, but if you want to stay in this house, all you have to do is apologize and promise that you'll look after Miley. If you don't, then you won't have anywhere to live. So, what are you going to do?
I don't have anything to apologize for, so I'm definitely not doing that. I'm going to leave this house, and that'll be it.
Okay, whatever. I don't care either way. Just know that all you have to do is apologize and everything will be okay. I'll forgive you based on how sorry I think you are.
Wow. How kind and gracious and thoughtful of you, oh Holy One. Jeez, who do you think you are?
Brenda! I'll let you back in the house. And remember that all you need to do is apologize, but you're being so stubborn. I've been texting you, but you haven't replied this entire month. What are you up to anyway? Where have you even been staying this past month? I bet it's some old motel with roaches and spiders. Hello? Are you still alive, Brenda? Why are you ignoring me? Why aren't you reading my messages?
Hi, Jenna. I appreciate your concern, but I'm doing just fine. I've never felt better, actually. Thanks to you.
Oh, wow. I thought you'd kick the bucket. Why didn't you ever reply to me? Is it because you still hold a grudge for me kicking you out of the house? I'm just saying, all you need to do is apologize. If you just did that, you could leave that musty motel, you know. I can only imagine how much you regret not listening to me. Now you have to sleep on a 100-year-old mattress with rats and termites. I'm not holding any grudges. Like I said before, that was actually a perfect opportunity for me to leave. What's the matter? Did you need to make sure I was gone for good? Is that why you messaged me? By the way, if you really want to know what I've been up to in the past month, well, I took a lovely vacation in the Bahamas and I just got back home the other day, actually. I spent the entire month by the sea relaxing, just like the doctor said I should. Huh. Imagine that. That must have been nice. Good for you. But if you want to make me jealous, that's not working at all. And no, that's not why I messaged you. We're actually renovating the house. We started a little while back, and it's supposed to be finished by next week. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Congratulations. Is that all you have to say? Don't you want to see what it's like? Or better yet, live back here again? Do you feel like apologizing to me now? It's a beautifully renovated house now. It would be nice to live with your beloved son and granddaughter, right? We're adding a pool in the backyard, too. I don't have to remind you again, but honestly, you know what you have to do to live this luxurious life again. Not really. I appreciate the sentiment, though. I'll be all right. I am perfectly happy with my life right now, and to be honest, I don't miss that old house at all. You don't have to act all tough, Brenda. I know how you really feel. You're destroyed on the inside because of how you were suddenly separated from your son and granddaughter, right? I know how terribly lonely you must be. Don't you feel like you want to come back already? No, I don't. I have no problems with the way things are right now. Besides, if anyone was going to apologize, I think it would be you. What would I have to apologize for? Andre told me the other day that since you've taken care of Miley, she doesn't like you at all. In fact, she hates your guts, Jenna. He told me how she cries every time you pick her up or hold her hand, and she runs away when you try to play with her. Andre even told me how one time she referred to you as that lady instead of her mom, and she kept asking where I was. That's why you messaged me, isn't it? It's because you've realized that you're a stranger to your own daughter and you need me to come back and take care of her. Why are you talking to Andre? He never told me he spoke to you. No! You don't know anything, so shut up! Andre is my son. Of course I'm going to talk to him, and I'm also seeing Miley quite frequently, too. Andre brought her to see me just the other day. Fine! Well, if you're talking to Andre, then that means you know about how hard things have been for me, right? OMG, Miley doesn't listen to anything I say. I don't know what to do with her. And she's always hiding from me, never wanting to see me or look me in the eye. And how could you ignore my messages knowing all of this? That's such a selfish thing to do. I hope you know I don't plan on ever forgiving you. That's fine. I don't need your permission to see my own son and grandchild anyway. Besides, the fact that you're struggling is your own fault, isn't it? If you actually spent time with Miley and took care of her like a parent is supposed to do, you probably wouldn't have it so hard right now. Plus, you're the one who kicked me out, not Andre. Why should I go out of my way for someone like you? I have no desire to involve myself with people like you. Are you sure you want to talk to me like that? I can totally stop you from seeing Miley if I want to, you know. Do you understand your place in this family? You are below me! Do you know your place? Do you know what it means for me to be seeing Miley regularly? Do you understand what it means for Andre to bring Miley over to see me? What do you mean? It means you're a failure of a mother, and Andre knows the truth about what's been happening. I told Andre everything, and he believes me. What are you trying to say? If that's true, then why did he agree for me to kick you out of the house? How do you explain that? He's been on my side this whole time, so why would he just believe you?
You mentioned your house being renovated, right? Did you hear the details of the renovations? That house is being renovated for me, you know. Not you.
What? Why would the renovations be for you? You don't live here anymore. I kicked you out.
Ever since I got ill, things have been really tough, as you can imagine. That's why we're knocking down some walls and making a wheelchair-friendly interior was a great idea. When the renovations are complete, I'll be moving back in anyway.
What the hell? Stop lying!
Ask Andre if you don't believe me.
Why didn't he tell me? He tells me everything. We've never kept secrets from each other. Not even for the whole 5 years we've been married. Why would he lie to me now?
I don't know. That's between the two of you. But once I go back to that house, you're the one who's going to lose your place, Jenna. Too bad nobody told you about it.
What are you talking about? There's no way. What do you mean I'd lose my place?
Andre knew from the beginning that you not taking care of Miley was a problem. We were speaking a lot back then, and we came up with a solution, just in case you changed your mind. But you were stubborn as ever, so this is how it had to turn out. We gave you a chance, but you didn't take it, so we thought it was all right to go through with the plan. It sounds like Andre's gotten the divorce papers ready. Did he tell you he had something important to discuss with you today? I didn't want to be the one to tell you this, but he's decided that he doesn't need you in his life anymore. He's been feeling that way for quite some time now.
Divorce papers? Doesn't need me? You expect me to believe that? There's no way he would put you before me and I am his wife. It doesn't make sense. I know Andre better than anyone.
So you think you know him better than the one person who raised him? You've known him for 5 years, and I've known him for 35. I don't know what you think you know, but I think I have the upper hand here.
You're probably just making up nonsense so you can try to move back in with us. I see what you're doing, but it's not going to work. I know better than to believe anything that comes out of your mouth. You can try to gaslight me all you want, but it's not going to work.
Well, I'm not going to stop you from believing what you choose to believe. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I hope you enjoy your talk with Andre. Bye now.
Brenda, you have to help me. This can't be happening to me. Please do something. You're the only one who can fix this.
What's the matter? Did something happen? It's only been a few hours since we last spoke.
Andre just told me he wants a divorce. Just like you said. Everything you said was true. I don't want to believe it myself, but he has the divorce papers signed and everything.
So what? What do you want me to do about that? Of course everything I said was true. But do you understand now? There's no reason in the world why I would help you.
Yeah, I get it. That's why you're the only one who can fix this. All you need to do is tell Andre to reconsider the divorce. I won't ask anything else from you.
Are you being serious? What good would come of that? That's the last thing I'd want to do. You've been so rude to me over the past few years, and you've said and done terrible things to me. I don't want you to stay married to my son anymore, so I won't tell him anything. I don't care how long you've been with Andre for, but I have my limits. If anyone was treated the way you've treated me, they would never help you either.
Wait, if you help me, you don't need to apologize to me anymore. I'll let you back in the house anyway, I promise. If you come back and live with us, you get to see Miley all the time. Isn't that what you want? Doesn't that sound good? Just convince Andre to reconsider the divorce and you can come back.
I don't need your permission to go back to that house, because I was going back anyway. And you might be glad to know that I'll be living there with Andre and Miley. Just the three of us. So I don't need your permission to live in my own house. I don't need your forgiveness. And I don't need to help someone who's about to become an outsider. understand.
It's easier for the mother to get parental custody of children, right? If you take that into consideration, then I don't think you have the right to be acting so tough. If I'm gone, then you don't have any way to see Miley. Is that what you want? If you want to see her, then tell Andre not to divorce me.
That's not something you need to worry about either. I'm sure I said this before, but Andre's already gotten everything ready for the divorce. Andre's friend is a lawyer, and he's already gone through the entire process with her. She signed and gave him an official certificate that grants him custody. So relax. You don't need to worry about Miley at all.
Wait a minute. I'm not okay with that. That would actually be really bad for me. I'm a housewife, you know. If Andre and I get a divorce, what am I supposed to do? I won't have anywhere to stay.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it? How about you try to figure it out yourself? A couple years back, I suggested to you to get a job, but you insisted on being a housewife. Who's the old-fashioned and sexist one now? You're the one who said that being a stay-at-home mother is every woman's dream, and you'd never want to work because that's what the man is supposed to do. We're in the 21st century, you know. A lot of women work. In fact, most women do. So I think you should look into finding a job. That's all the help you're getting from me.
No, Brenda. Don't be like that. You're still my mother-in-law, aren't you? Can't you help me out here? Aren't you ashamed of how you're behaving right now? You're going to leave me out in the freezing cold?
You've never taken care of your own daughter for more than 10 minutes at a time, so I don't know how you think you have the right to say something like that. You can't even take full responsibility for your own child. But now you're trying to get me to help you by pretending to be a helpless child. I see right through you, Jenna. You think you can get away with things like this, and that's why you're in this situation right now. If you ever learn your lesson from this, I hope you properly take time to reflect on it and make use of what you've learned in your life going forward. Oh, but even if you do learn from your mistakes, we will not let you back into this house. Ever! So go away and don't come back!
No, wait. Please, Brenda. Please!
After that, Andre and Jenna's divorce was finalized without any major problems. She refused to sign the paper at first, but she eventually came around anyway, so that was that. Andre got full custody of Miley as expected. And for now, there are no visitation plans for Jenna to see her daughter unless both Miley and her dad agree. Of course, since Miley hates the guts out of Jenna, that won't be happening for a long time. I heard that since Jenna had nowhere to go since being kicked out of the house, she had to move back in with her parents, and they don't like that at all. In fact, they were quite upset about it, and I heard they ended up kicking her out as well. And now Jenna lost the only place she truly could call home. And now she lives on her own with barely any money to her name. I heard she got a part-time job as a janitor at a preschool. I find it quite ironic that she now has to spend her life surrounded by children, right after she lost custody of her own. On the other hand, Andre, Miley, and I have been living very peacefully, and I'm enjoying every second of it. Miley is turning 5 in a few weeks, and we're planning to go to Disneyland for it. With my illness, I can't walk for long periods of time, so I'll have to be in a wheelchair. But since anyone with a wheelchair gets priority access for certain rides there, I'm quite excited, and so is Miley. My illness is something I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. I'm not able to take care of my granddaughter like I always have been, but at least that evil mother of hers is gone now. Andre has been helping me a lot too, so I've been able to look after Miley within the limits of what I can physically do for her. I'm not sure how much time I have left to live considering my illness and circumstances, but that's not going to put me down. I'm planning to spend every last day with my family filled with love and laughter.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one.